Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. It is a beautiful Saturday morning here in Austin, Texas. This is day 565 of the 3 Plus Minutes of Planks Challenge. And as always, I am filled with gratitude. Thoughts on my mind today. In the last couple of days, I ended up doing about 50 miles. Did a little bit over 30 yesterday and a little bit over 20 the day before. And 3 different incidences happened that I want to share. First and foremost, in the middle of my trek yesterday, I saw a gentleman exiting the trail right about where my car was. And there were 2 dogs that were snapping at him and tried to attack him. And I was watching the whole thing. And as he was going through it, I was envisioning what would I do in that same position. And he pretty much did what I would. Like, instead of showing the fear that he was feeling, he went on the offense. And so that kind of pushed the dogs back a bit. And then as I was watching all the thing, I just kind of looked around and I found this big stick. I said, oh yeah, I would probably get that big stick. So I picked it up. And as he was still trying to make his way past them, he decided to try to go into the woods to find the stick. And I said, hey brother, here's the stick, I got you. And he took the stick and he was able to wave them off. Secondly, I met this young man named Lucas. Lucas is 26 from Santa Fe, New Mexico. And I was in a portion of my walk where here, a lot of times when I'm on these treks, sometimes I don't even know where I am. I just go as far as I can go to the end and then go around. And there was a portion where you kind of go in a loop. And as I got to a certain point, I said, God, which way should I go in this loop? And I kind of decided, I said, okay, I'm gonna go right. And right is how I met Lucas. And I complimented him on his locks. He had some really amazing dreadlocks. And then I go around. And as I'm going around, I noticed, I said, man, if I hadn't gone that way, I wouldn't have met him. Was there a reason why I was supposed to meet him? So then he comes and walks over to me. He says, hey, do you know where I can get something to eat? And I was like, no, I really don't, because I don't really know the area that well. But I can tell you, in this moment, I had a feeling that I was supposed to tell you something. He was telling me about how the fact that he's supposed to move on to a bigger city and he's taking incremental steps to do it. He was house sitting for someone. I told him, you're supposed to do that. It was just a feeling I had, and I shared it. Thirdly, on one of my treks on 2 days ago, I got a call from my good friend Charles. I was actually on the trek with my friend Jeremy, and I was telling him, I was like, even in the moments when I'm down and I don't know what I'm doing and I'm all in my head, I'll have a moment that gets me out of that system, something that I know that I'm on the right path. And just about after I'd said it, probably a couple minutes after, Charles calls me. And he calls me with such pride. You see, Charles had just recently got his big toe cut off because he had diabetes. And he was feeling a way about it. But I always encourage him. I always push him. You see, Charles is a gentleman in my neighborhood who's homeless. And he's having a tough time at the moment. But the one thing that I love about him is that he never gives up. And he called me to tell me that he had just done a walk up this hill and that he wasn't giving up. And part of it is because I keep pushing him. I keep encouraging him. I keep inspiring him. And that lets me know that everything I'm doing, though it doesn't always feel like it, it's not in vain. There were just 3 interesting stories that happened in the last couple of days that I wanted to share. As always, be blessed today and every day. Talk to you soon. Peace.